Thank you for joining today's webinar about how to create documents in CRM for Outlook. What is Boyum CRM for Outlook? It is an integration between SAP Business One and Outlook where you can do your CRM activities in Outlook without ever logging into SAP. What does this do for your team? You can find the right information in Outlook. You can track emails, providing your team with urgent information, synchronize activities to your Outlook calendar, have a reminder right at your fingertips in Outlook. It will tell you what activities you have upcoming or what is overdue and much more. But in today's webinar, I would like to show you how to create a quotation, a sales quotation in CRM for Outlook and also a sales order, and how you can copy a sales quotation to a sales order in Outlook without ever logging into SAP Business One. You do not have to have the client running. You do not have to be connected somehow to SAP Business One via VPN and so on if you're traveling. As long the SAP server is up running somewhere in the world and you have internet connection, you are good to go. So let's get into the system and let's look of an existing sales quotation and how you can copy it over to a sales order and how you can create new documents. If I open up my Outlook, you see it right here. And once you have CRM for Outlook by Boyum installed and ready to go, you get 2 additional tabs up here. And what you see right here, this is business partner in my Business One, because it recognizes the email from this contact person, Tim Sanders. He is a contact person with Perimeter Technology. So the business partner information comes up right here. And you see you have the address, you have how much what their balance is, and so much more. You also see the sales year to date, month to date, and so on. Over here, you see the contact person information. You can send a new email, or if you need to send an email to another person within the company, you have all that flexibility to do here. If I move, for example, to a different person, you will see the business partner changes because this person is a contact with a different business partner, with a different customer in my case again. Okay, so if I get an email from somebody who is not in my SAP database, nothing would come up because this is not a contact in SAP. It tells you right here. But you can go ahead and this is a B1 connection, and you can add that contact person actually to a business partner by searching your database and say, okay, this contact is actually a new contact person for my SAP business partner, and right away you have the information at your fingertip. Okay, again, you don't have to have SAP running. You can do everything from Outlook. But let's go back to Tim Sanders. Because what I want to show you today, that you can actually do documents in CRM for Outlook without ever logging on to SAP. You have all those options here. You can do an activity, you can do a service call, sales opportunity, quotation, and a sales order. You have all those options to do right here. You can also check all the open documents for this business partner. You see everything that's open, and this is really nice. Let's say one of the contact person from the business partner emails you and say, hey, what is my balance? You have it right here at your fingertip, and then you can say, okay, you have 9 AR invoices open, and you actually can pull them up like this and drill back, of course. But what we are going to do now is we're going to open up one of the sales quotations. Okay, so we're going to open up one of the sales quotations, and of course you are able to change stuff around. If you need to add another item, you can do that. You can delete a line if you need to. Basically, what you do in SAP Business One, you can do here. You do the item lookup just like you do in SAP Business One and add another item. And this is real time. That's the most important thing. If you do an update here, it will flow back into SAP Business One. Like I said, as long as the SAP server is up running somewhere in the world. If you're in the US and you have your SAP connection in Europe, as long as the server is up, it will flow back and forth. Vice versa, if somebody does a document in SAP, somebody in the office, you will be able to see it right here also. If it's an open document, you'll be able to pull it up. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to save this since I added another line. And then you have this button right here, copy to, just like you used to it in, oops, sorry about that, I clicked wrong. Let me pull it up again. Let me go to the sales quotation. And then you can copy it right here to a sales order. And then you have, for example, you have your logistics and accounting tab like you used to it in SAP Business One. And you also have your user fields right here. Okay, and you can, of course, change it, urgent order, and that's the wrong one, yes or no. So you can update your user fields also, your user defined fields. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the main screen. And what I'm going to do to show you is copy to sales order. You do have this menu right here. And this is open in B1 client. This is only, you don't need to use that. Like I said, you don't have to have the client running. But if you're on your PC and you have the SAP client open, then you can jump from here into SAP. That's what this means. Okay, but what we are going to do, we're gonna, oh, this is not a good document. Let me do this actually. Let me grab another one. And let me try this one. Those are very old documents. There we go. This one works. I had something set on the other one. If you go right here and you copy it over, and just like in SAP, you put in your due date. Okay, you can put your reference number and whatever you would like. Of course, again, you can add more items, you can delete items, just like you would do in SAP Business One. Okay, and then you say save and close, and you see on top it says sales order 1154. So I'm going to go ahead and click save and close, and there we go. Now I am going to open up SAP for you because I want you to see that it's real time and that is already in SAP Business One. If I go to my sales order screen, like I said, you don't need to have the client running, but I want you to see it. And here is the sales order we just copied from my sales quotation from CRMFO Outlook. And you see that's my sales quotation from 2017. And right here, it's the new sales order we just created. Okay, so now just so you know, let's say you did the sales order and then somebody in the office said, oh, you forgot to put something on the sales order. The customer just called the head office or whatsoever. So you're going to modify it here in SAP, somebody in the head office, or you can modify it, of course, also in CRM for Outlook. But I want you to see that. I want you to see that it goes vice versa. And I also have iPayment installed, our credit card solution, so it's going to authorize the sales order. But I'm going out of here. So what I did really is I did, it was Tim Sanders. I updated my sales order. So if I go here to my sales orders and I drill down, and this is the one from today, 11:54. Remember, it gave me the number when I created that. And if I click on it, you see that third line is there, the one I just updated in SAP. I just wanted you to see it goes both ways. You can do an update here if you want to add a line here or delete a line, and you save and close, it goes back in SAP. It will delete the line or it will add the line, whatever you change. Okay? So that's how you copy it over. But of course, you can do everything here. You don't need to have a sales quotation already here and then copy it. You can do a new document straight from here. Let's go and stay with Tim right here. And I'm going to call it webinar 1. And you see right here, I'm going to put just one item. I'm going to do this sales quotation. And I'm going to save and close. And here it is. You're ready to go. It updates it, and you will see it right here, the sales quotation today's date. Okay, webinar 1, the description UMC. And if you need to go back, you just click on it. You just click on it. Oh, I forgot to do something, or I need to add another line, and so on. You just click on it. And then, of course, you can use this one and copy it to sales order. Or maybe you don't want to do a sales quotation sometimes, and you can go straight to an order. Of course you can do that. You don't have to copy from a sales quotation. You just put in the order, put in your due date, just like in SAP, fill in all your information, and then you say save and close. Okay, so that's the beauty of CRM for Outlook. You don't have to log on to SAP. You don't need to have the client installed. You can do your sales activity basically here. You also can pull reports from here. If you have the B1 usability package, that's another solution of ours, you can make your custom reports. For example, this one is the last 10 items for this customer I sold, and you have them right here. So now you might be thinking, well, maybe I'm not on an email and I don't have a business partner app and so on. So you can do several things. I am going over here. You have 2 tabs. This is all business partner related. There's so many more things you can do. You can track your emails just in case you need to go back. I call it sticky notes. I call it sticky notes. So you put a sticky note on this email and it will copy it right in here. And that way you can go back to it. You can go back to it and follow up on it. Or you are a team that can go back in and say, hey, why did Charles track this email? Let me look at it. Okay, for example. And then you have my SAP My Data. What this is really is, again, you can create new documents from here. But what this is, you can, this is you related as a salesperson. Let's say I'm logged on, it's my email, I'm a salesperson in SAP Business One. Those are all my open sales quotation. Those are all my open sales orders. And you see that those are not just one specific business partner. Those are different ones because I have more than one business partner. Okay, and then of course I can pull it up here also, and I can copy it to a sales order. This is me related as a sales employee, and then you can see what are your sales year to date, what are your sales month to date. And what I really like, this is a little bit off the topic about creating a sales order, you can see right here all your overdue activities. Okay, I have a lot of activities there overdue, a lot of sales opportunities there overdue. So you can track it right here. You shouldn't have anything in here because that is already past due. And then you can also see what is upcoming, you as the sales employee. Okay. So I'm going to go back here again. And let's say, for example, you want to look up another business partner and you have no email, you don't have a contact. Of course, you can do it here by click find. So you click here, find, and then For example, you put in here a search. You have to put 3 letters in there, beginning of the former business partner, and the business partner information will come here, and you have all the information for this business partner right here, all the contact people. You have all the open items. Again, you can sort it. Okay, I want to look at all the sales quotation. There, here they are. Okay, the customer just called me about this one. Okay, and this is really old, and then you can go ahead and copy it to the sales order. So even if you do not have an email open, you can actually go in here and you can copy it over to a sales order. So that means when I said don't have an email open, you don't have a contact, the business partner doesn't come up, you have the flexibility to still pull them up, go through them, and do your CRM activities on that level. And what's also the beauty is you can add a new business partner. Okay, you can actually, maybe you are at a conference, you are at an event, then you can always click on add new business partner. Oh, there. It was open in the back end, sorry. So you can click on add business partner, and then you have your business partner screen, just kind of like you're used to it in SAP Business One, just in an Outlook kind of look. Always like to say, and there we go. You can put in a customer, vendor, or a lead. Okay, but of course you might be thinking, okay, can everybody do that or only certain people? Absolutely, you can set authorization with CRM for Outlook. You can set your authorization and tell CRM for Outlook who can do what. Should they only be able to read it? Should they be not be able to see that? What tasks can they do? We have our own authorization with that because it's more flexible. And then you can say, for example, okay, all my salespeople, they only can only put in leads and no customers or no vendors. So absolutely, you can set the authorizations for them. Okay. So and that was basically it. Today we did the sales quotation, the sales order, but of course you can do activities. And the beauty about activities is you can go ahead and schedule them in your Outlook calendar. You can also invite people right from here if you open it up. And you can also synchronize your activities from SAP Business One. Let's say you have somebody in the office and they are putting in an activity via SAP, they can also sync it back to the Outlook calendar. Okay? But I believe we do have another sessions to create activities. We're going to do another simple webinar on that. Today, I wanted you to see that you can do your sales quotation, sales orders, and then you can actually copy your sales quotation to a sales order without ever logging on to SAP. And the most important thing is it's real time. It's real time. You don't have to click a synchronize button, nothing. It does it for you. If you have any ideas about webinars, something you would like to see on a webinar or a session, please write us also to sales@boyumit.com and say webinar idea, put in subject webinar idea, maybe something you haven't seen and you have been looking for. Please give us the ideas. We listen to you because we are working on our 2020 webinars and we'll make sure we deliver what you need. Okay. Thank you so much for joining today's webinar. I hope it helped you some, and hopefully you download the free trial and try it out. Thank you so much and have a good day.